You're listening to Excellence Above Talent, a podcast where we have the hard conversations about the lives of men and what leads us to achieve greatness and suffer defeat. Hear from other men's journeys as well, as we all learn and grow together to become inspirations to ourselves and those around us. And now your host, Aaron Thomas.
What's up, my beautiful people? Aaron Thomas with Excellence Above Talent. I want to stay true to my word, stay true to what I put out last week, and that is to continue to put out content. No matter how I feel, no matter what's going on in my life, good or bad, I want to show up and give myself that push, that consistency, that discipline to show up and continue to put out podcasts every Friday. Now, and I feel like a lot of y'all might think my podcast past couple of months, weeks is gloomy and all is bad, or I might sound like that. But let me tell you something, that is not what I'm trying to portray. What I am trying to portray is we battle in life sometimes. We battle with ourselves. We battle with the people that's in our lives. We battle with emotions. We battle with other people's ideals of us. And it's not a negative thing. It's a process. You have to battle. You have to learn. You have to grow. You have to figure things out. There's beauty in that. In the last couple of podcasts, I am talking about the beauty in the struggle. Because to me, struggling is a beautiful thing. To me, pain is a beautiful thing. To me, doing things that you're afraid to do is a beautiful thing. Because it only builds character. It only builds strength. It only builds trust in yourself when you are going to go through hard times again. It only builds trust in God when you know that the things that you're going through, you have no control over. So you have to look up and you have to trust and depend and lean on Him. There's beauty in that. I don't want people to assume that struggle is a negative thing, because I'm struggling right now mentally, trying to find my way. After losing it, I'm trying to piece back my life after I thought I had it together. I'm starting from scratch when I didn't think I would have to do it again. But here I am. I'm struggling financially. My bills are getting paid. Barely, but they're getting paid. I'm struggling financially because I also feel like I can't bring someone in my life. If I wanted to bring someone in my life, I couldn't bring someone in my life struggling the way that I was. So that's keeping me from wanting to go out and court someone or date someone. It sucks, but that's just kind of where I'm at in my life right now. And on today's podcast, I want to talk about that struggle, the beauty in that struggle, and what I'm struggling on. I believe in transparency. I believe that you really can't make connections with people. You really can't push yourself to be better if you're trying to hide and defend all this negativity or all this thought process that isn't conducive to growth. So I'm in a battle right now. I'm in a battle for my mind. I know what I need to do, but it's easier not doing it and doing the opposite. For example, I know I need to wake up in the morning to work out. I know I need to put my clothes out in the morning or the night before. So when I wake up in the morning, go to the gym, come back, everything's ready. I know I need to read and pray every morning. I know I need to read a book for an hour every day. I know I need to take time out the day to breathe and appreciate the life that's around me. I know I need to work on my side hustle, my business, my nonprofit. I know I need to put out content. I know I need to stop watching porn and masturbating. I know I need to work out. And the sad part is I wake up. I just don't get up. So there's that battle. Not waking up, not working out. I know I need to have my clothes on and ready to go the night prior to going to work. And there are times where I don't. There are times where I listen to music and things that create or set the tone for my mindset in the morning. And sometimes it's gospel music and sometimes it's not. And you can tell the difference with gospel music and when it's not. And I'm not perfect. And I'm not going to run around here and try to be perfect. I'm going to try. That's all I can do to the best of my ability. I know that pornography is a damaging tool that is used to damage the minds of men and young boys. And I still watch it. It's not something that I do often, but it's something that I do that I know I shouldn't do. And sometimes when I feel overwhelmed and stressed and don't know where to go, don't know who to talk to, instead of opening up my Bible and reading or looking up and praying and asking God to strengthen me and help me as I go through this, I sometimes go back to what I normally do, what's been done majority of my life, and that's watch porn and masturbate. So there's this battle, this constant battle that I know I'm in on a daily basis. And as a human, I know that everyone has this battle on a daily basis to get up, to when you go to work, to put in work and not just sit there and play on your phone for 8 hours. And so here lately, I've allowed the battles to be what I paid attention to. Instead of slowing down and trying to figure out what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling, and then go from there, I've just been busy running from those feelings, not trying to feel them. So I'll make my day as busy as possible. Once I leave my house, I don't come home till like 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And it finally caught up to me. So my ex-wife asked for a divorce last July. And I think for months, I just drank and I partied and I did not want to feel being abandoned, being used, being left, being divorced. So I ran from those feelings to all the wrong places, which created more chaos, which created more drama, which in turn is going to create more work once I got out of it. And it has, right? And then after those 6.5 months of me doing that, I snapped out of it and realized, like, I can't be living this type of life. Like, if I am out in the community and I'm telling these young boys, you know, the best way to live their life, and I'm not doing it, that's a problem with me. I never want to be that guy to tell you what you should do and not live that life. So, slow down on all the partying and drinking and going out, but I put everything into everyone else. I wasn't taking the time for me to reset, to cope, to try to figure things out. I jumped into volunteering and putting my time and energy and effort into the community and my work and my business and my nonprofit and trying to help young boys. But I was still hurting. I wasn't healing. I was still running. And it's funny how you can run in a negative sense to alcohol, women, porn, sex, but you can also run in a negative sense to helping as many people as possible. And you're probably asking, how can it be negative? How can it be positive if you're not dealing with yourself? If you're not trying to fix what is broken, fix what is hurt, and you're running to everything else, and you're not dealing with the issue at hand? Who are you really helping? Are you really helping people? And you could be, but there was a need to slow down and breathe. I would find myself daily tensed up, not breathing. And I would have to pay attention to it and relax and start breathing and slow down. This world ain't going nowhere. What's there 5 minutes ago is most likely going to be there 5 minutes later. So you slow down and you breathe and you assess where your body is at and how you're feeling. And I'm now in this process of, I am not happy where I'm at in my life, but I'm at peace with where I'm at in my life. I know that it's going to get better. I know that I'm constantly working to try to figure things out, but I'm also breathing and slowing down and praying and reading more and looking towards God more and asking him for strength and guidance and help and not depend on myself to do things that only God can do. In my opinion, when you run from the things that you know you need to face, that's you playing God. That's you trying to fix what's hurting in your own way and not looking up and asking for help from the one that can help you out the most. So we are all in a battle to be our best self. We are all in a battle to figure things out in our life so that our life becomes easier. And I'm now understanding that breathing is something that I need to focus on more. Fighting through the not wanting to get up, fighting through the not wanting to work out, fighting through the going to sleep at night. So there is no temptation to watch videos or listen to music that puts you in the mood to do everything but go to sleep. We are all in a battle. We are all in a fight. Do not be ashamed of the fight you are in. Do not allow other people to make you feel ashamed because of the fight you are in. Because that person or those people aren't helping you in this fight. So why are you worried about them? And they have a fight of their own that they have to deal with. I'm not ashamed to talk about porn. I'm not ashamed to talk about sexual impurities. I'm not ashamed to talk about the struggles of lust. I'm not ashamed because I'm not the only person dealing with this stuff. And I refuse to keep my mouth shut for fear of what someone will say or think about me and not help the next person along the way. It's not about me anymore in this process to be the best person I can be. It's about this next generation. It's about my nephews who doesn't have a father. Well, they have a father, but he's a bum. Well, one of them, or two of them, but the other ones are good. So it's about my 3 nephews that don't have a father figure to look up to. It's about these young men in middle school and high school that are lost and they're trying to find their way. Why would I stay quiet and have them go through the same exact hell I went through as a young man? It's unnecessary. So I refuse to be quiet. I refuse to not talk about issues that are taboo or issues that no one wants to talk about because no one else is dealing with them but me. That was my sarcastic voice if you didn't get that. So there's a motivation. Let's get it, especially men. We as men need to stop the games. Stop trying to play these games because these young boys are looking up to us and they're doing the exact same thing that we did when we were young. The exact same thing. I taught a class at Ector and their mindset is the exact same mindset that I had at that age. So I know the path that they're going down. And it's not a healthy one. Not for them or the women that's in their life. So as men, we have to stop playing games and really show these young boys what it takes to be a real man. And being a real man isn't objectifying women. Being a real man isn't trying to get as many body counts as you possibly can. Being a real man is paying attention to feelings and emotions and how she feels and what she's going through. Men have to step up. There's not enough men in this role of mentorship, of fatherhood, of wanting to teach this next generation of young boys not to go down the same path we went down. There's not enough of us. So we're just letting these young boys do the exact same thing, knowing the trauma and pain and hurt it caused you and the people around you. We as men don't have to allow it. So continue to fight your demons. Continue to fight your shortcomings and your weaknesses. Continue to fight. There are times where you will lose, and that's okay. But look up, get up, and continue to move forward. Don't quit because you're hurting. Don't quit because you can't get over an addiction or you can't stop doing something that you know is being hurtful. Don't quit. Get up and move forward. Constantly try to get better, because that's what your best life lies, in that moving forward process. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to not be happy but still be at peace, knowing that your life is going in the right direction. It might be chaotic. It might be crazy. Some days you might want to give up, because some days it is overwhelming and it feels like it's too hard and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's just dark and you're bumping into things and you're stubbing your toe and you're hitting your head and it hurts. It hurts like hell, but you gotta continue to move forward. Through those pains, through those bruises, life does get better. It gets better. And I'm in that dark place where I'm hitting myself and stubbing my toe and getting bruised up. But I will smile. I will wake up every day. I will be thankful. I will be positive, and I will try, because I am alive, and I'm alive for a reason. So I push through, and you can too. So don't allow your struggles, your fight, your shadow self to run who you are and stop you from doing what it is that you need to do in order to live your best life. It will be a struggle, but I know for a fact it will be 100% worth it if you just continue to try. So, if anyone hasn't told you today that they love you, let me be the first to say I love you. You are awesome. You are amazing. You deserve the best that this world has to offer. Do not give up. Do not quit. The world does not get easier. You get stronger. Y'all have a blessed Friday. Have an amazing weekend. And when Monday comes back around, let's go destroy it. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And for daily, motivational, and up-to-date content, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Excellence Above Talent. And remember, keep moving forward, never give up, and you are never alone in this battle. We'll see you next time.